For Keli Gonzales, art is a way to merge activism and traditional Cherokee values. At a moment in time when the United States is being rocked by differing political and social views, Keli does not back down from making statements.
My grandparents named me Keladi. Keladi is a word that means part of a group. And I always try to remember that when I'm doing something, because I'm not me by myself doing this. Like, I have so much support. I have people around me. I have people I'm a part of a community. I'm part of a family. So I think of what those people will think of what I'm making. Hopefully they're proud of that. I kind of like this spot, like this underneath the deal. Yeah. Trying to find a really good spot for this image, for this mural. Keladi, my name is Keli Gonzales. I'm from Welling, Oklahoma. I live in Tahlequah right now. I'm a Cherokee artist. I grew up in a very small community, very close cousins, more like siblings, next door neighbors to my grandparents who spoke Cherokee and would teach us little words and things like that. They didn't teach our parents because I think they thought that there wasn't a place for that when they would get older. The language was around, but that's really all there was. My dad was a pretty good artist, and I thought he was the best artist in the world. Like, anything that he drew, I was just amazed, and I just wanted to be like that. So any little thing that I would draw, I would put them all together and show everybody, and started making comic books when I was like 11. A lot of times I just wanted to see a brown girl would be cool if they were like the leader of something or doing fighting something, not someone that needed to be saved. I felt like that was empowering for me, but also I thought there are other little girls like me who are looking for that and who need that. Common themes in my work are women, women with weapons, women who are intimidating. I know we're not always like that, but I wanted to portray us as like people you wouldn't mess with, basically. So a lot of times I'll put in things that are involved in our cosmology or like symbols, and also language. Language is big. I don't usually put English into my stuff because I want people to ask the question, like, what does this mean? And sometimes I don't tell them what it means. Sometimes it's like, maybe you should learn the syllabary. Any language that I put into my work, I talk to a speaker and I ask them, what does this mean? Not just, what does this mean in English, but what does this mean? And that way, when people ask me, I can tell them, and then they'll know that little bit, I want to inspire other people to think about it and place importance on it. The language is very complicated, so it discourages people a lot of the time, but I think just trying is all we can do. Younger people need to think that culture is cool in order to participate, because if it's not relevant to them, then they don't care, Because that's how I was, and I thought it would be cool to make it Cherokee specific. And I wanted to portray us accurately and for what we are. My big influences are cartoons and The Simpsons mainly. Flat art is where it's at for me. For some reason, I like bold lines. If you look at old Mississippian era designs, like shell carvings, the people, they're just that's cartoons, and it's so old. Like this tattoo that I have is one of my favorites, but the symmetry on this is amazing. I love, our ancestors were amazing artists, they were amazing designers, and that's the style they use. And so I'm just learning from our ancestors, I guess. A big advocate for tattoo revitalization and getting traditional tattoos. And then I have this one, which is how I sign my artwork. And I didn't want to put my name, but I put my tattoo because people would know. This is identity. And so I put it on my right arm because this is the hand that I draw with I just try to put good intentions into everything that I do. That way it's good medicine when it's out there. I'm working out a big 4 direction symbol, and it's for Pride Month, because a lot of times our Two-Spirit people in our communities don't feel included or represented, so I wanted to do something for them. It'll have syllabary. It's a learning process for me. Never painted a mural before. I'm not someone who's constantly drawing, so my process more like it comes from me seeing something and having a reaction to that, and sometimes it's a negative reaction and I don't know what to do with those feelings because maybe the issue is bigger than I am. And I think as a people, as Native people, a lot of times we're expected to be quiet and not say anything and be, good. But I can draw something that says something about that, and that's my way of confronting these things. I also want to let people know what my values are and what my beliefs are. I think if we can say it in our language, then it means something, Language is important to me because I don't have it. Like, I know I have parts of it, but I don't have it. And, I might even cry. But it makes me sad to know that I can't talk to my grandparents in the way that their heart's language, like that sounds really hokey kind of, but like that's how they understand the world. And I can strive to be that, but it's really hard. It would take a long time to become fluent. And so I want to urge people, like, this is something that's really, really important. That's where our culture is. It's in that language, and it's all together. Like that symbol, it's all tied in. Everything influences everything else. Being Cherokee is just who I am, and I just try to remind myself that is who I am, because for a long time I wasn't sure. It's not just a heritage, it's not just something that is like far away from me. It's something that I live every day and participate in and hope to perpetuate our ways and our things. And so it's Nudale Ogadana Ti Joki Yawi. Just we are two-spirited people. I hope that people have more pride in themselves too, with how I am proud of myself for being Cherokee and proud of being Cherokee, and hopefully that inspires other people to be proud as well.